participants. Okay, cool. So we are being live streamed on YouTube as well. So say hello to YouTube. And yeah, so cool. I don't know, maybe just whilst we give a couple of minutes just for people to kind of file in. Of course, I'll introduce myself. I'm Rachel, the founder of GoodGhosting here, based out of Berlin, running today's call. We've also got a few members from GoodGhosting on the call today. So we've got Francis. I don't know if you want to quickly introduce yourself or just say a wave hello.
Yeah, so Francis here. Very nice to see you all folks again this month. CTO at GoodGhosting, also one of the co-founders. Very excited. Just a heads up, if you guys you probably already know, if you have any issues with our platform, feel free to reach out to us, in the general channel or in the tech support channel. More than happy to hear about your feedback and also help you guys solve any issues that you're facing with our product.
Cool, awesome. And we also have Viraj on the call as well. And I think, Viraj, you want to just say hello quickly?
Yeah, hi guys, Viraj this side, responsible for all the development side on GoodGhosting, and yeah, happy to be here and excited to chat today. Yep.
Cool, awesome. We're going to be hearing a little bit more from Viraj later in the call when we talk about NFTs on Celo. We're also super excited to be joined by 3 other amazing projects, both from Celo and from Polygon. So we have Topper, who is from Coliseum. I'll let you introduce yourself when we come to the segment. It's probably the most seamless way. We also have John from Float Capital as well on the call. And we have, hey John, we also have Lorenzo from Cellophanx as well. So pretty full house. And with that in mind, maybe I'll just click onto the agenda for today. So intros, we've already done that, so that's all good. So on our agenda, just going to talk a little bit. What is GoodGhosting? I know a lot of you already know, but it's always good just in case we had some new people on the call, and then just give you an update on all the things that's been happening since our last call, which was in September. So everything October and 2 days of November as well. Going to be talking about Celo NFTs and how we've been doing that, because it's quite exciting to be getting NFTs onto Celo and seeing how that whole kind of ecosystem evolves there as well. Then we've got our 3 guest speakers, John from Float Capital, Topper from Coliseum, and Lorenzo from Cellophanx. And then we've got everything up and coming, and we've got the information on the pools, which I know a lot of you on Discord are looking forward to hearing more about and being able to jump into those. And then we also have the Q&A at the end as well. Cool. All right. So I'll jump in. Yeah, apologies if you already know GoodGhosting. I know a lot of you do, but basically what we're building is social saving pools that incentivize regular deposits. So they basically work like this. There's different variations, but they all kind of follow the main idea is that if you save regularly, you should get something more. And if you can prove that you can make those regular deposits, you should be rewarded for doing that. So you can join one of our social saving pools. It's going to run for a fixed amount of time, and you'll make regular deposits during that time. So for example, maybe you're making 10 CUSD deposits per week. We move those onto a platform where they're going to generate some extra yield or interest. So we're using both Aave on Polygon and also Moolah on Celo. So the pool is earning some extra income. Then at the end, this is where the kind of GoodGhosting magic happens, and we can work out if you're a good saver or a bad saver. Then at the end, if you hit all of your deposits, awesome, you've pretty much won the pool. If you missed a deposit, don't worry too much. It is no loss, so you'll get back your initial principal and the money that you've put in, but you forgo the interest. So that means that the interest is going to be split amongst everyone who is a regular saver. So you're going to get a higher interest than if you go straight to Aave or Moolah yourself. And that's just because always a few people drop out. We see around like 20 to 25% of people becoming what we call ghosts in the platform, the good ghost, the ghost that you get to take the interest from. And it's not just the interest, but also now working with like an amazing NFT artist. So there's some really cool NFTs and extra rewards that you can get. And that's going to be something we're going to build out more as we kind of explore the space of gamified savings. So that is good ghosting. So just to, I think the big thing that's been happening for us in October is we launched on Celo. So we've had a number of Celo pools. These are just the ones that have concluded. We launched with the Celo launch, and that filled up with 200 spots in like really literally in like 20 minutes. So that was amazing to see. So off the back of that, we launched another Celo 10. Again, that filled up within like 24 hours. Celo community also, that one filled up, and that was a fun one because we actually pulled our community to see how much they want to save and for how long they want to save, and also pulled them for some inspiration around the NFT that we were going to commission that Mali 3D built. And we have this quite amazing Scream NFT for that one. So that was really awesome to see. And then we also launched a shorter game. This was more just to tie in with Halloween. Of course, we're ghosts, so it's always good to kind of have a very spooky theme and a spooky Halloween. And we had 1,000 people sign up to that in a very short time as well. So that was really awesome to see just how much the Celo community has taken to good ghosting, and we're super excited to be part of this community as well. We do have a Celo pool that's actually currently open. We have another one that will drop at the end of this call, but we have our snow pool, which is still available for about another day, and you need to make 3 deposits of 25 CUSD. Interest is being generated from Moolah, so we're getting some nice returns there. I know they've also started to incentivize their lending platform as well. And I really think for this one, Julian has outdone himself in terms of the artistic input there for the NFT. It's really this quite adorable snow ghost NFT. I know it feels a bit early to be thinking about Christmas, but by the time this concludes, it will be just in time for Christmas. So I know it's a little unseasonal now, but you're going to want that snow ghost when it gets to December. So jump in that pool. You're going to get a GG score of 960. So these are our scores. They're going to level you up our leaderboard. And as I said, it's closing on the 4th of November. So if you want to jump in, there's a QR code there, or you could just go to the link there as well. Cool. And yeah, the other big thing for us is we were over in Lisbon. So this is myself and Heel over at LizCon. We also sponsored the ETH Lisbon Hackathon along with Float Capital. So this is where we were really, really stoked to be doing a collaborative saving pool with Float Capital. And that's a pool, that was the first pool that we've ever made that doesn't take stable tokens. It actually takes wrapped ETH. So you're putting in little bits of ETH during the pool, and you'll get the interest that volatile ETH will generate in Aave as well. And you also get the opportunity to get some flippening tokens. And I won't talk about that too much because I know that John is going to explain it way better than me, but it's a super cool part of Float Capital, which you can get some upside for when Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin, which I imagine many of us on this call probably be hoping that it does or believe that it will do. So yeah, that was an awesome time, an incredibly busy week. We also had our Lisbon themed NFT, a little ghosty with the Portuguese flag there as well. And so yeah, this is also another thing that just went live yesterday. So just ignore the Polygon mainnet symbol up there. We now have the stats for both Polygon and Celo live on our site. So you can go to goodghosting.com and you can see this just on our landing page. This is a screenshot I took this morning. So it may have gone up, probably has gone up since then, but we can see the number of players in each of those pools and the number of what we're calling total saved value. So this is the amount that has been saved in dollar equivalent in both Polygon and Celo. Really amazing to see this grow, and we've pretty much doubled our users in the last month. So that's amazing to see. So thank you everyone who's kind of jumped in our pools and been an amazing saver with us. Of course, compared to some other protocols, our kind of total safe value may be less than a total lock value, but that's really because we are building a product that's really suitable for everyone. We're not building for whales. We are looking for kind of helping people kind of optimize on those regular kind of small deposits that they may want to make. So yeah, keep an eye on this. It's going to keep going up, and it's been rapidly growing this month particularly. Another thing to announce from a GoodGhosting side, and I'm not sure if we mentioned this in the previous community call or not, but we actually now have a new wallet integration for Polygon, and it's called Veanly. You may know Veanly under the name Arcane. It's a very user-friendly wallet. You don't need to, it's got a kind of familiar email password login. And the nice thing is it's also got a fiat on-ramp in there. So if you want to buy Matic straight inside the wallet, Veanly wallet's going to allow you to do that. And they also have some really cool infrastructure around NFTs. So we're definitely going to be exploring more the possibilities of this wallet. Try it out if you haven't used it yet. Maybe it's a good wallet for you to explore for one of our Polygon pools as well. So yeah, so NFTs on Celo. As you see, like we have been quite productive. Well, Julian, our NFT artist, has been pretty productive generating the art, and we've had a lot of savers, which means that we've had to mint a lot of NFTs on Celo. And this has been exciting because, you know, Celo is a newer blockchain, and we're kind of really at the forefront of the NFT ecosystem there, along, of course, with Cellophanx, and we'll hear a little bit more about their experience with NFTs on Celo. I think it's going to be massive because Celo is a very easy kind of low gas blockchain, and it's really set up to solve a lot of the criticisms that, you know, we're hearing about NFTs. They're burning so much CO2, etc., so energy consumptive. It's not the case on Celo. It's also not the case on Polygon. So it's going to be really exciting to see the ecosystem kind of grow there. But it did present us with a little bit of a challenge, and Viraj was very much the kind of hero of the day here, who kind of stepped in and helped us deploy these, because we did not have the infrastructure that we'd used on previously, that we'd used to kind of mint the NFTs on Polygon. So I don't know, Viraj, if I want to invite you to unmute and maybe share a little bit about the kind of process that you did and how we've been generating these NFTs on Celo.
Yeah, hi Rise again. Basically, yeah, as Rachel said, we didn't have the infrastructure initially. Like for Polygon, we used a Cargo app to, you know, mint the NFTs and then transfer. But then with Celo, so we started off with a very straightforward approach. We started off by hosting the metadata on Arweave, which basically just rendered the metadata for that NFT, including the name, image, URL, and all that. So here is a sample URL that we used in one of the NFTs, right? And then we deployed the contract with a batch mint functionality, because this on Celo the gas is pretty low, so it makes to be a pretty efficient solution if you want to, you know, mint, do a bulk mint and all that. So yeah, I just had the batch mint up there, and we used that to send out the NFTs to all the winners for those pools. And yeah, as Rachel said, the NFT space is pretty much new and picking up pace right now in Celo, and we have ReCoin, which is building up an infrastructure so that you can do all things with NFTs like you do on OpenSea or other markets on Polygon and on Ethereum, right? So yeah, grateful for them as well to be building that infrastructure. And yeah, soon the NFT space, I think, as we are one of the early players, so I hope that we have the NFT space on Celo on fire, so people are, you know, just diving into it and use these NFTs. So
yeah, we're there before OpenSea is. So like, I'm sure like in the future, all of this infrastructure will be there. But it does mean like right now you can't see Celo NFTs on OpenSea. I'm sure it will come. But you can actually, I'm going to try and see if I can share this. Bear with me 1 second. So you can, if you go onto the Celo Explorer. This is like, of course, it's early days, so this is the alpha experience, right? It's going to get better, but you can actually see the artwork here. And as Viraj says, all of this has been hosted decentrally, like in a decentralized way. We're using Arweave to host that, so it's not going to be a case of like us storing it on our server and it going down and you're not having access to the artwork. It's going to be there, permanently, which is awesome. And yeah, you can actually load them into your MetaMask if you this is the contract address, and you can add it in there as an asset. But again, we are really excited to be working with some upcoming NFT platforms on Celo, namely Rcoin, which will be providing a much better user experience. You'll be able to kind of sell them, you'll be able to send them around and do all of the stuff that you'd like to do with NFTs. But it's coming. I'm going to go back to presenting now on this screen. Whilst we're on the topic of NFTs, we have a little experiment on this call. So we have some community cool NFTs, which we're going to send out to you. And this we'll be using the kind of method that Viraj just mentioned, using our batch contract and hosting it on Arweave. All I ask you to do is, if you want this little ghosty, and it looks a little bit like a late 90s album cover, but it is a little ghosty there on a call, just stick your Celo address. So that could actually be a MetaMask address. If you're not already on Celo, you can just use your MetaMask address and then change the network later. Stick it in our Discord channel. We have a NFT channel. Stick your address in there, and we will be sending these out after the call. So it's for people who are on the call. So the cutoff is going to be 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So that's in like 40 minutes or so. So go ahead, stick them down there. And this is our kind of our approach at doing a Celo po-op. It's of course not exactly a po-op, but it proves that you were here during the course. So quite fun there as well. Cool. Also, we've had some really amazing contributions to the community. As always, community has been on fire and done some super cool stuff. So I've got 3 community hero NFTs that I will be sending out later. It will be on Polygon, but we have so I don't know if I can pronounce this correctly, but Crypt had the inspiration to do the Scream NFT, and I think that was really quite original and a lot of fun. So you'll be getting a community hero NFT. We also had Zoo, who did this amazing Blender art inspired by GoodGhosting. Really interesting. I love the quality around the tokens and also the smoke. Really awesome. I'm going to be sending you a NFT as well. Please contact me if I don't message me if I haven't messaged you. We also have Carrots, who's a pretty strong community member and is always on the channel, but just absolutely loved this GoodGhosting pumpkin that you shared on Sunday morning. I think that was really awesome. So yeah, just big round of applause to the community members who have really adding some cool stuff to our Discord, which is amazing to see. And on that note, I'm actually going to stop talking a little bit about GoodGhosting, and I'm going to hand over to John. I don't know if John, if you are there, or would you like me to?
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks so much, Rachel.
Do you need to screen share, or are you good with just this?
No, let's just go like this. Let's just roll like this. I'll let people go and check it out themselves. That'll be way more fun than me clicking through it. I mean, fantastic to be here. And I actually met Rachel more than a year and a half ago, I think, where GoodGhosting originally came out of the London hack, and pretty much been a user ever since. I'm in the ETH Lisbon pool. I'm in the monthly savers pool. I'm really stoked about the gamification and the fact that you can view other players in the pool. I think that's a real first for DeFi and saving, and something we're looking to do as well. So congrats on pioneering on that, guys. That's really cool to be able to, see who else is interacting with the protocol you're interacting with. So yeah, I think that's really dope. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, as Rachel was saying, we were at ETH Lisbon together. We were staying in this crazy hacker hangar. There were like 30 of us people in one space, lots going on, lots of coding, lots of late nights talking and ideas, and man, it was an awesome time. So it was really cool to chat with a lot of cool protocols. And of course we launched the ETH Lisbon pool, which is what I'm chatting you here today a little bit about, because inside that pool, if you joined it, there are flippening tokens, which are really cool. What on earth is a flippening token? I mean, when flippening, a lot of people asking, when is Ethereum going to overtake Bitcoin? And this token, it's essentially tracking the value of the Ethereum market cap versus the Bitcoin market cap. So if you believe Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin, if you buy this token or you mint it, it tracks its value and it goes up as Ethereum becomes stronger in relation to Bitcoin. So that's really what Float does in a nutshell. It's the super cool little UI that allows you to, really, really easily see. Rachel, actually, maybe I can share my screen just for a second. It'll be super quick, but I think now that I'm talking about it, I'm getting FOMO of not sharing it.
Yeah, and also please drop some links in the chat, and then also in our Discord. It's linked in our UI as well, but I think it's going to be interesting to a lot of people in our community.
Very cool. Yeah, so the idea is
I'm going to I'll make you a host, and then you can.
No worries, I'll keep trying. So
there you go. You should be good to share now. My bad.
Go. Cool. Thanks so much. So here we go. The idea is you land in on Float Capital, and as a user, you can hit the app, and it's extremely easy for you to. These are our first 3 since we've launched within our alpha. Mint long flippening tokens, short flippening tokens, 3x leveraged Ethereum, or even 2x leveraged Ohm for all the Ohmies out there who want a bit of short or long Ohm exposure. We just dropped this market literally less than an hour ago, which is really exciting, and it's working pretty well. So come hop in, you can see the stats of the protocol, you can see your profile, all the cool positions that are happening. There's really tons of cool stuff for you to check out. You can see the details. We've got gems for users, and you can rank up in the Discord every day you interact. So the real cool part, again, is if you're part of the savings pool, you'll be getting long flippening tokens. So definitely watch out for those guys. And if you're interested, I'll share the Discord. You can come answer questions. But yeah, these long flippening tokens you can either stake them to earn alpha floats. You can sell them and redeem them for DAI if you want to do that, or you can just hold on to them. And as Ethereum flips Bitcoin, they'll go up in value. It's another cool asset to have. So that's definitely something to look forward to. There's $1,000 worth of those tokens. So you'll get a nice fair chunk. And yeah, that's a little bit about Float Capital. Turn your DAI into any synth in a couple seconds and get involved. Yeah. There we go. Rachel, thanks so much for having us on GoodGhosting, and also for letting us sponsor the pool. It's I'm part of the ETH Lisbon pool. It's a wicked one, 0.0069 WETH. Sounds like the magical number to contribute per week. I think 1 more week to go, right? And then we're almost in business. That'll be very cool.
Yep, it's coming soon. And yeah, it had to be that number, or, either a 421. And you're also going to get the, the Mali 3D cool little ETH Lisbon ghosty, which is nice. Awesome. And yeah, like so much fun hanging out in the hacker hangar over ETH Lisbon. That was quite a unique experience. I recommend anyone who's thinking about going to a crypto conference, grab a load of crypto people and stay in a house together. It's going to be very inspiring for you. Awesome. Cool. Okay, I guess next pass over to Topper, and another really exciting product that's on Polygon. And I will perhaps, John, if you could click on Topper, and if you go in the right corner, there's like a 3 dots host, and it will make it host. Yeah, cool.
Thank you, John. That looks awesome. I'm definitely gonna look at a short ohm. It's good at hedging there. All right, thank you. I actually have a quick video to share, which I think helps us set the tone. Let's see, I'm going to go to advanced here, video. Hopefully this all works. Didn't get a chance to test it ahead of time. So
just test in production.
Test in production. This looks promising. Everyone can see that? Yes, sound is coming through too. All right.
Crypto Coliseum, degenerate gambling, whimsical violence. Bet and win in live gladiator tournaments. Use item NFTs, influence the battle results. Collect gladiator NFTs, earn passive income. Elvis Paisley, Ariana Katana, John the Beast, Vital Stash, Elwood Coin. Enjoy the whimsical violence with AI-generated action. CryptoColiseum.com. Play now.
All right. Let me stop sharing. All right, so thank you. I like to play that video because I think it helps set the tone for us, because we're clearly like a tongue-in-cheek project here, right? So the premise of Crypto Coliseum, it's a play-to-earn game. There are NFT gladiators. And actually, maybe I can just share my screen again. I can click through the site a little bit while I do this. All right. There are NFT gladiators, like Ariana Katana that you saw. She's our #1 gladiator. The gladiators have stats, and they also fight for factions. So you can see here, they also fight for factions like Matic, Bitcoin, and the price of the price movement of the asset, combined with the stats of the gladiator, and then items that people put on the gladiators, all affect the outcome of the battle. You can bet on the outcome of this tournament. So whoever wins the championship wins the pot for the tournament. And what's cool about Crypto Coliseum, for a couple of things, is we're kind of the opposite of a casino. You actually win a little more than you lose, which is the play to earn side. And the economy balances out because of the items being put on the gladiators. Players own the gladiators, and gladiators get a cut of the betting pool when they win. So we have actually an auction going on right now for Octago Yearn. The player who wins Octago will keep participating in the tournaments and keep winning or losing, and the owner of Octago will earn the PTG from being placed in the bets. And what else can I tell you? The participants in the pool will get some PTG, which they can use in the Coliseum to either get started on their purse to buy a gladiator or to place some bets. We're also going to hand out a decent number of NFTs. So there's going to be 3 of our ultra rare Diadem of the Lords of Liquidity, which is a very good item and can influence the battle pretty heavily. 3 of those are going to get raffled off to the winners. And then we're actually going to give out 50 of a more common item to the participants in the pool. So to get people in there, getting their favorite gladiators to win, and come in to watch some tournaments. In our Discord, I know I'm biased, but I think we have one of the coolest Discords around in crypto. You can buy loot boxes in there. You can do like side bets and bets on additional tournaments that the players can just start up whenever they want. We sometimes have AI gladiators come in, and you can like talk to them before the battle and stuff, and see how they're feeling, what they're going to do, and all sorts of other just like fun stuff. The tournaments are live, and we also get together and we cheer them on. Wednesdays tend to be the really big tournaments. The gladiators qualify through the week, and then on Wednesdays we have a big, like, highly incentivized, more people come in, and then also it's when we do our item drop. So these are all bonding curves here for the items. And every Wednesday we drop more items into the pool, which tends to crash the price. And a lot of our players tend to make some decent PTG doing the item trade as well. So it's a few ways to earn, bet, influence, purchase a gladiator, and then there's not a lot of actions you can do except that you can make your gladiator win more. And meanwhile, just have fun seeing some gladiators battle using AI on the Polygon network, and hang out with the community. So I'm happy to answer any other questions later on too. But super excited to be participating with the pool and to meet some other new faces on Polygon.
Awesome, thank you, Topper. I mean, we are super stoked to have these tokens as part of the pool and also the NFT. I think it's a really exciting platform and definite video envy. Like we need to get we need to know who made your video and we need to make something more fun for Good Ghosting, but super exciting. And thank you again for sponsoring the pool. It's great to kind of share communities in the Polygon space and you know, explore new projects. I think it's going to be really exciting. And yeah, if anyone has any questions either for John or Topper or for Lorenzo from Cellophanx, please, you can just stick them in the best place. Is probably going to be the chat in Zoom. I think Francis might be able to keep an eye on Discord, but I might miss that. But yeah, just stick them in there. We will have some time at the end for Q&A if you have any questions about any of the projects that's still on the community call today. So please do that. And with that, then I guess it's time to move on to our final guest, which is Lorenzo from Cellophanx. So hi.
Hi, and thanks for having me. I will also share my screen just for showing our special Cellophanx Good Ghosting.
Awesome. So yeah, I think Topper, if you just pass over using
I'd pass it back to you while you were talking.
Oh, you pass it back to me. Okay, I will do this then. I'll make you a host. There we go. You should be able to share now. I'm super excited about these ghosty Cellophanx. They are looking awesome.
Okay.
They're looking really good.
So I think, can you see it right now? Okay, super. So yeah, I'm Lorenzo from Cellophanx. I'm the creator, and we created this project in 2-person. We launched, we were one of the first NFT project on Celo blockchain. We launched 5 of October. Right now it's almost 1 month that we are out, and we receive an incredible amount of response because we sold out in 10 minutes, and that was really unexpected for us, I have to say. But we are really, really happy about it. And yeah, right now, as Rachel said before, unfortunately, there is not a marketplace to trade Cellophanx ERC 721 on Celo. So right now it's possible to trade Cellophanx only on Nft. That is a marketplace that only support ERC 1155 tokens, but you can of course convert your ERC 721. That's the only problem, is that it's not super easy for non-technical users. So like Rachel and Good Ghosting, we are waiting for ReSwap to come out and bring to the next level the Celo NFT ecosystem. We are really, really happy about this collaboration, and for this collaboration we realized the pen handmade by me, Cellophanx with the ghost appearance. You are seeing like a carousel, a slideshow of these punks, but the single punk will be a GIF, so we'll have also this glowing aura in it. So yeah, I think that's all.
Awesome. Yeah, I think these are going to be really, really great, and there's like only 10 of them, so like whoever gets them is going to be very lucky to get their hands on a very rare Cellophanx and a very ghosty one as well. So that's going to be amazing. We will be raffling these out to winners at the end of the Cellophanx pool. So make sure you're in it and make sure you keep up with the payments so that you can be in with a chance to get one of these NFTs, similarly as for the Crypto Coliseum pool as well. All right, I am going to, Lorenzo, if you can actually pass me back the host, I've got another slide that I will show.
And actually, may I just have one interjection? I forgot something in my...
Please go ahead, it's all good.
I'm going to put it in the chat, but in honor of working with Good Ghosting and also just of Halloween too, we're doing a spooky meme contest as well too. So I put the link in the chat. So hop on in, Crypto Coliseum, spooky, ghosting, Halloween, all sorts of good stuff. So just another way to get some more PTG.
Cool. Yeah, dive in that. I know we've got some serious like meme makers in our communities, so I'm sure there'll be some good outcomes there as well. Feel free to share it in our Discord as well. It might be a bit more permanent after the call. So okay. I think, Lorenzo, do you still have the host? If you can write.
I think I passed it to you, or do you still have it?
Okay, yes, no, I've got it now. It's all good. I'll go back to sharing so everyone can see my screen again. Hopefully the right one. So yeah, super excited to have been, the GoodGhosting has been partnering with all of these projects. Also, big thank you to Float Capital for their flipping token as well. That's a really nice addition to our pool as well. So, and exciting to see what you build there. What we got here. So this is the news that I know that a lot of people in our Discord are waiting for. They are really hyped up to join our new pools. So we have two, as you know, two pools launching as we speak. I believe Francis is actually doing the merge of the front end. So as soon as that is done, I'm sure he will give us a heads up. But to give you some context on the pool, so you have the Cellophanx pool, and that is going to require 4 deposits of 10 CUSD per week. So that pool will last for 5 weeks in total. That'll be 4 weeks that you need to make a deposit. And then we've got that extra waiting round week at the end. We're also sponsoring it with $5 worth of Celo per participant. And that is thank you to Celo's DeFi for the People initiative as well, which has been amazing support for GoodGhosting. And also to mention, of course, the underlying pool is generating interest from Moolah over on Celo. And with this one, you're going to get a GG score of 200. So that will help you go up our leaderboard. And in the future, we're going to see some nice benefits for people who are at the top of that as well. And we have also, in addition to getting a chance of getting a Cellophanx NFT, because they're quite rare and there's only 10 of them, we've also commissioned a punk style NFT from Mali, Julian, and he's working on that at the moment. So that will also be an opportunity for you to get that. That will just go to everyone who is a winner. So the Cellophanx pool is launching and deploying as we speak. And of course, the second one that we have is the Crypto Coliseum pool, which is also launching as we speak. So big thank you for the PTG tokens. As you can see, there's loads of cool stuff that you can get with that over in the Crypto Coliseum platform, getting things to help level up your NFTs, helping them win more battles, which is ultimately going to get you more points and get you more value in that ecosystem. So that's going to be awesome. And again, similarly, it's on, well, this was on Polygon, so it's a similar pool, but it's not CUSD, it's 10 DAI. And the interest is being generated on Aave on Polygon as well. We also have, also with this, there's the chance to win the NFTs, which Topper just mentioned. So there's going to be some Crypto Coliseum NFTs. And we also are getting a gladiatorial themed ghosty as well, which is also in design as well. So this is also going to be a really exciting pool to be part of, and a great collaboration on the Polygon ecosystem. I will, and as soon as I know this is actually literally, we were testing this just before we did the call, and I'm sure it's just running through our deployment process at the moment. I'm sure Francis will give us a heads up when it is live. Is it live?
Deployment is happening right now. Okay. So in about like 2 to 3 minutes, something like that.
Okay, cool. We've got to wait a little bit for it's going through the machine. It's going to go live, and then it'll be ready for you to jump on. Both of those pools are going to go live at the same time, so you'll see them on our UI. You can already see the placeholders for that. Also, just a little bit of news, something that's coming up on Thursday. I'm going to be heading over to Wienli, and I'm going to be giving a talk on, answering some questions, giving a talk on DeFi and gamification. Obviously, that's what we're all about here at GoodGhosting, and looking at the ways that we can make it more customer focused and like less focused on building products that's only really suitable for whales and people who are kind of managing DeFi all the time. We want to make it much more accessible and something that you can use in a much more friendly way that doesn't take up all of your time and all of your sanity as well. So jump into that. There is an Eventbrite URL which is behind that QR code, and I believe there's also one that I think we can share on the Discord as well. So that will be awesome. And I guess with that, like, I guess it's time to maybe open up for a little bit of Q&A. I don't know if there's any questions that anyone has, either about GoodGhosting, either about Float Capital, Crypto Coliseum, or Cellophanx. We're all here and we're all happy to answer any questions. Before we jump to Q&A, just want to let everybody know that the pools are live in the website for joining. So the pools are live now, so you can jump over. And I think if you go to goodghosting.com, and I think it is pool number, can't remember the exact URL. Go to goodghosting.com and navigate through the pools tab. Cool. We've got a raised hand. I will. Okay, cool. I'm going to allow you to talk. Hi, Morgar. Can you speak? Not sure if we had a question there or not. Promote to panelist. Here we go. So. Morgan, if you have a question, please feel free to either shout it out or type it into the chat as well, is also good. Happy to answer any questions. But I imagine that a lot of you are now actually busy jumping in these pools and making sure you get set up to get your PTG tokens and a chance to win a Cellophanx as well. Q&A. Here we go. We do also have a question in the chat. Someone asking if Crypto Coliseum pool doesn't have a Mali 3D NFT. It will do. It will do. So like we have slightly overloaded Mali 3D with a backlog of 3D design, but he is working on it at the moment. So there will be this gladiatorial themed ghost. So I'm imagining a ghost with a sword or something like that. So there will be that available for those pools as well. We'll make sure that every GoodGhosting pool that you take part in you're going to get a Mali 3D NFT for the meantime anyway. So yeah, definitely there will be.
Yeah, there's another question in the chat for any way to swap PTG for other cryptos on the roadmap. And yes, you can do that now. It's PTG isn't, to get technical for a second, PTG is an ERC 1155. However, the pool is incentivized with WPTG, which is the wrapped ERC 20. And that is, you can swap that on 1inch or App Slingshot or Paraswap. We have some liquidity with Matic there.
Awesome. So like as soon as you are a successful saver in the pool, you can start moving that around, which will be exciting. I don't know if there's any other questions in terms of, but I'm curious to ask, so we know that we have the new Olympus Pool on Float Capital launched today, is that right?
Yeah, very cool. Synth Ohm Live, 2x leveraged Ohm, and for the first time on Polygon, you can get exposure to Olympus DAO and Ohm, and people can use it to either maybe hedge their current Ohm positions, or they can get Ohm for the first time. So exciting new use case, and definitely complementary to the protocol. So go check it out. Just as you know, on Polygon, just 1 or 2 cents to mint a position. So very nice to play around with. Busy also aping in right now into the new pools, Crypto Coliseum and Cellophanx. Very exciting. Nice to be here first.
Yeah, getting quick. Just another question that's come through, which says, how often is our leaderboard updated? It's updated. It should be updated at the end of every pool. We are improving our process. It's not fully automated at the moment, but it is getting updated at the end of each pool. In the future, we're going to have it happening much more granularly, so that will kind of be happening much more in live time. But it should be updated at the end of every pool. So once you've completed a pool, you should be getting those GG scores added to your address and leveling up those pools as well. And just also to say, I know we've had a couple of people who've been using the Celo extension wallet or maybe using Vingly. we are going to be adding the integration for that into the leaderboard as well soon. At the moment, it is working with MetaMask, but we need to just add the integration for Celo wallet. So that will be happening soon, .tm. But we're going to start building out the leaderboard more and start adding some more benefits to people who are at the top, because it's actually we're seeing quite a lot of people, you know, having been in like 10 games now, which is like really impressive to see that people are staying with the community and actually kind of committing to every pool, which is amazing to have those kind of long-standing good ghosting community members. Also, something to little bit of an alpha, and this is something that we haven't mentioned yet, and it's not coming out for a while, but there is going to be a longer Celo game happening towards the end of this month. So that's going to be something new. It will be a good opportunity to get those GG scores really high, because those of you who are in the monthly pools will know the GG score, which is basically it's just how much you put in times how long the pool has been. That gets very high if you're in a pool for like 2-3 months. Suddenly the GG score really does start ramping up. So keep an eye out for that. We're going to be doing a little bit of a push around that, but it will coming out like towards the end of the month or beginning of December as well. GG score alpha leak, please. I don't know what you mean by that. So basically the GG score is pretty much just, how much did you have to put into the pool versus how much you had to put into the pool times the length of the pool. There are some pools that we have given a bonus to. So we gave a bonus to people who were in the beta pool, the kind of people who dived in straight away with our first ever pool. They got a bit of a bonus. And similarly for the Celo one, there was also a bit of a boost for our first Celo pool as well. And there may be some boosts for pools in the future as well. Maybe some boosts for people who join pools early, because that could also be something we want to like recognize as well. So we're going to be playing around with that. If you have any ideas for GG score or anything you'd like to see in that, please do let us know in our Discord as well. And another question has just come in. Oh no, I think we're all good. Well, it looks like we may be out of questions. And if anyone does have any more questions, please, I'll give you another like a minute or so to shout them out. Otherwise, we can probably just say a massive thank you to our 3 guests. It's been brilliant having you on the call and also collaborating with these projects. I think really in the space, it's all about collaboration at the moment. It's all about like growing, the ecosystems for people. The more you can do on Polygon, the more you can do on Celo, the more we're going to use it. And we've got to be very Web3 and like collaborate and go very far together. So I appreciate all of the sponsorship and also all of your time to come on the call and tell us about your amazing projects.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having us. Absolutely awesome being here.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Cool. Awesome. Well,
in the pools and alpha loading.
In the pools, alpha load. Yeah, boom. You're in it. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thanks everyone for joining. Also, everyone who's come on either on Zoom or on YouTube. We'll also have this up as a recording. And I guess we better jump off because we've got some NFTs to send. I know Viraj has got a little bit of work to do there. Get those NFTs out to everyone who's on the call. And big thank you, everyone. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Cheers.